Hello and welcome back to Diecast DIY. I got a question for you. Do you want to see this Toyota Land Cruiser 80 get a wheel swap? Oh, I didn't expect that answer. Awkward. Let's go ahead and do it anyway. Yeah. And then let me know what you want to see in the next video. Let's try that. Alright, so got the, it's a Hot Wheels mainline, of course, you know that. You guys are pros, you guys are die-cast collectors, you know what we're dealing with here. This is the Toyota Land Cruiser 80. Alright, and I really like the details. I know I like everything when I'm doing these videos, but I'm a car guy. I just do look at just the right amount of decals that they put on this Toyota Land Cruiser. Look at the decals they gave us for the headlights. So realistic. The Toyota details in the grill there. We got turn signals. We got a winch and a push bar. I might color those in. Kind of wish they would have done that. Look, little mud flaps. How cool. And mirrors. Boy, when you get mirrors on a mainline, that's good stuff. Door handles, check. Spare tire in the back, check. Now, they went through all the trouble to give us all that stuff, but they didn't paint in the taillights. I don't know who makes the decisions there as far as that stuff goes. But anyway, you could have painted in the taillights for us. And then the other thing is these big goofy plastic wheels. I mean, they could have put something worse on it, I guess. It's not bad, it's not terrible, but man, there's nothing like the real thing, you know. We can make a treasure hunt out of this easy, so let's just get to it. Alright, so I have a how-to wheel swap video. If you'd like to go back in my content, you can watch that and see exactly. I explain every single thing that I'm doing down to the detail. But I'm getting to do a lot of wheel swapping videos, and I'm trying to cut down the time of them. So, and I know that many of you already know how to do wheel swaps. So I'm probably not going to spend the time breaking down everything that I'm doing. I'm just going to get right to it and do the wheel swapping in the interest of saving time. And we'll just get this done and over with and see how awesome or how unawesome that it looks. You be the judge. At the end of the video, get in those comments there and let me know. Did I do the right thing cutting those factory wheels off of there? Or should I just left them on rather than do what I'm doing? You be the judge. Alright. And the wheel that I'm replacing the factory ones with is these yellow letter rubber tired black rims, and they're a bit smaller. Okay, now I know when you're dealing with four-wheel drives, who puts a smaller wheel and tire on a vehicle? I don't know. I think you might be surprised when I get done with this wheel swap here. It shouldn't look too bad, and more important than having gigantic, terrible looking plastic wheels on there, I think it'd be better if we had something slightly smaller but more detailed and more accurate is what I'm shooting for. That's the goal. We'll see what we end up with by the time the video is over with. And I bent that axle good cutting that. Man, oh man. Okay, there we go. Got them separated there. It's a matter of preparing my new axles now. You guys have watched my previous wheel swaps. You know that I like using these hollow axles because I don't like taking cars apart that don't need to be taken apart, and I like doing wheel swaps quick so that I can do more of them. About the only time I really like to take a car apart is for the paint, you know, obviously. Then you've got to. Well, I guess you don't have to, but how terrible would it look if you didn't take a car apart and painted it? I've seen it done before. I bought some of them yard sale bags of die cast, you know, at a yard sale or a flea market where you pay a couple of bucks for the whole bag of cars, and you ended up with some kids who played with cars and he just went to town with a can of spray paint on them. That's alright. You get them cheap that way and it gives you something to do. You get to soak them in a cup full of lacquer thinner then and paint them up the way that you want them painted. Can't be mad at that. Yeah, it's really nice though when you get a car from Matchbox or Hot Wheels and they've already done a spot on or a very good job with the paint. Like this, I mean, I'm great with how they released this Land Cruiser. I like it just the way it is. Just didn't like the wheels on it. And there's many mainline cars like that. I really like the casting. I like the paint. And just don't like the wheels that are on them. And I like rubber tires on everything, really. So, you know. And I take the time. I don't always do it in these videos. Just, you know, because it takes time. And I'm trying to keep these videos somewhat shorter so that you'll watch the entire thing. I know that everybody out there has other things to do than to just watch diecast videos. So, but I do come along sometimes after the video, well, most time really. And you can see I've got some paint in the background here. And I go ahead and paint in the marker lights and the tail lights. And sometimes, you know, license plates and door handles and windshield wipers and whatever I can do to make the vehicle look more realistic. That's the goal. And we're almost done here already. Got the back done. More and more of the wheel swaps that I do on the newer diecast, they're making it really easy on us. They just got a hole right there for you to slide the axle through. I'm seeing that more and more with, I mean, even the cars. It's kind of always been that way with the trucks and stuff, but even with the cars, I'm seeing them more and more. They're just putting a hole there where it just makes it so easy to do a wheel swap. I mean, it's at the point, getting to the point where there's no good excuse not to do a wheel swap if they're gonna keep making it that easy. You see how I'm trucking right along with this one. It's not bad at all. Just dealing with these chubby fingers of mine. Alright, just about there. All I gotta do is lock those axles in place there. And I'm gonna have to do it by hand a little bit more before I get the tools out. Hang in there, we're almost ready for a big reveal here. Just gotta push these axles right in there. Someday I'm going to come up with a better tool for pushing these pins in. But alright, and I'm going to have to come back after the video and kind of push those in a little bit better, but they're almost in good enough for me to show you exactly what this wheel swap is going to look like. And kind of bugging me how hard that is to get those in this time. I didn't hardly bend them at all. Alright, there we go. Finished product. It's got the Real Rider yellow letter rubber tires on it now. I think it looks pretty good with that paint scheme there. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Better or worse? And go ahead and subscribe so you can see the next wheel swap or the next unboxing video. You never know what we're going to do next around here. And thanks again for watching. See you next time.